Welcome to Course 4, Foundation, Certified Supply Chain Professional, CSCP, course, by S&OP Academy. Topic 1, Supply Chains, Demand Management, and Forecasting. Section 7, Sales and Operations Planning, S&OP, Lesson 2. Sales and Operations Planning Best Practices. Sales and Operations Planning Best Practices. In the previous lesson, we introduced the concept of Sales and Operations Planning, S&OP, as a process for aligning different departments within a company. Now that we understand what S&OP is, we need to learn how to do it effectively. In this lesson, we will explore the established best practices that separate a world-class S&OP process from a simple meeting. Learning objectives. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify the key characteristics of an effective S&OP process. Explain the importance of cross-functional collaboration. Describe the role of data accuracy and technology in S&OP. 1. The foundation, executive leadership and ownership. For S&OP to be taken seriously, it cannot be seen as a planning department exercise. The most critical best practice is visible and active leadership from the top. Why it matters. Without executive sponsorship, decisions made in the S&OP meetings can be overturned by a single department head later. This creates chaos and renders the process useless. The best practice. A senior executive, often the CEO, COO, or general manager, must own the process and chair the final executive S&OP meeting. This signals to the entire organization that this is the way the business is managed. This leader has the authority to make final decisions on trade-offs, allocate resources, and resolve conflicts between departments. 2. Cross-functional collaboration, breaking down silos. A core goal of S&OP is to break down the silos that exist between departments. In many companies, sales, marketing, operations, and finance operate independently. S&OP forces them to work together. The problem? Sales might promise a customer a delivery date without checking if operations has the capacity or materials. Finance might cut the budget for raw materials just as marketing launches a big promotion. The best practice. The process must include participants from all key functions. Sales provides the demand forecast and customer insights. Marketing provides promotion plans and product launch information. Operations, manufacturing, supply chain provides the supply plan, capacity constraints, and inventory status. Finance provides the financial targets and validates the overall plan's profitability. Product development provides timelines for new product introductions. The goal is to build a single, consensus-based plan that everyone agrees to and is committed to achieving. 3. A single, reliable set of numbers. Nothing derails a planning meeting faster than sales using one set of numbers and operations using another. A fundamental best practice is using a single, unified data source. The best practice. All functions must work from the same forecast and the same supply plan. This is often called a single source of truth. When decisions are made, they are reflected in this single plan immediately. This prevents confusion and ensures everyone is aligned. 4. A structured, rhythmic process. The monthly cycle, S&OP, is not just one meeting, it's a monthly cycle of meetings and preparation. A structured calendar is a non-negotiable best practice. A typical monthly cycle looks like this. Week 1. Data gathering and demand review. The focus is on updating sales forecasts, reviewing new product launch data, and analyzing the performance of previous forecasts. The sales and marketing teams lead this phase. Week 2. Supply review. Operations reviews the new demand plan. They check if they have enough capacity, materials, and suppliers to meet the projected demand. They identify potential shortages or excess capacity. Week 3. Pre-S&OP, or integrated reconciliation. This is a critical working meeting where the leaders from sales, operations, and finance come together. They identify gaps between what sales wants to sell and what operations can supply. They brainstorm solutions, e.g., overtime, expedited shipping, or pushing out a promotion. They prepare a recommended plan for senior leadership. Week 4. Executive S&OP. The final meeting where senior leadership reviews the recommendations, makes final decisions, and approves the official operating plan for the business going forward. 5. Balancing demand and supply. What if analysis? The core mathematical function of S&OP is to continuously balance demand and supply. This isn't just about looking at current numbers, It's about looking forward and testing scenarios. The best practice. Teams should use the process to perform what-if analysis. What if demand for product X increases by 20% next month? Can we handle it? What if our key supplier has a delay? How will that impact our customer shipments? What if we run this promotion in June instead of July? By simulating these scenarios during the pre-S&OP meeting, the team can be proactive rather than reactive. 6. Leveraging technology. While S&OP is fundamentally a people process, it is enabled by technology. Using spreadsheets can work for very small companies, but it becomes error-prone and unmanageable as a business grows. The best practice. Implement dedicated S&OP or integrated business planning (IBP) software. This technology helps to automate data collection from different systems, CRM, ERP. Create visual dashboards and reports. Run statistical forecasts and scenario simulations. Track the performance of your forecasts against reality, forecast accuracy. Common pitfalls for beginners. As you learn about S&OP, it's also helpful to know what not to do. Turning it into a budgets and costs meeting. While finance is part of the process, the focus should be on the customer and the operational plan to serve them. Making it a demand-only meeting. It's not just about sales. A true S&OP process balances the demand plan with a feasible supply plan. Lack of preparation. If participants come to meetings unprepared, the process becomes a waste of time. Pre-work is essential, focusing only on the past. The goal is to look forward. Reviewing last month's performance is important, but the real value is in planning for the next 3, 6, or 12 months. Summary. In this lesson, you learned that successful S&OP relies on a set of established best practices. These include strong executive leadership, genuine cross-functional collaboration, a disciplined monthly cycle, a single source of data, proactive scenario planning, and the right technology. When implemented correctly, S&OP transforms from a simple meeting into a powerful management process that drives business alignment and profitability. I really appreciate you spending your time with me today. If you want to learn more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Your like means the world to us and helps this channel grow so we can continue bringing you great content. Thanks again, and see you on the next video.